Good day everyone, this is Mr. Arias. I teach science at the Ateneo de Manila Junior High School. Today I will do a lecture on how I record my online lectures using Open Broadcaster Software or OBS. Now this is a program that I've been using for quite a few years, but not for teaching. In fact, I use it for gaming, and it got interesting to me that I can use exactly. Good day everyone, this is Mr. Arias. I teach science at the Ateneo de Manila Junior High School. Today I will do a lecture on how I record my online lectures using Open.
Mic test, mic test. Mic test, mic test.
Good day everyone, this is Mr. Arias. I teach science at the Ateneo de Manila Junior High School. Today I will do a lecture on how I record my online lectures using Open Broadcaster Software or OBS. Now this is a program that I've been using for quite a few years, but not for teaching. In fact, I use it for gaming, and it got interesting to me that I can use exactly the same software right now as a teacher when I'm recording lectures and uploading it on. Good day everyone, this is Mr. Arias. I teach science at the Ateneo de Manila Junior High School. Today I will do a lecture on how I record my online lectures using Open Broadcaster Software or OBS. Now this is a program that I've been using for quite a few years, but not for teaching. In fact, I use it for gaming, and it got interesting to me that I can use exactly the same software right now as a teacher when I'm recording lectures and uploading it online for my students to use in the review. Now, before it was just for review, but now it might be the main thing because of this coronavirus crisis wherein we are on lockdown and it's very hard for us to go into a physical classroom setup. So with that, let's go into the video tutorial on how to use OBS in online lectures. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do would be to download our screen recording software, and this is OBS. So I chose Open Broadcaster Software because it is free, it is relatively easy to use, and all you have to do is just go to this website, obsproject.com, and then download the one that is appropriate for your operating system. So in my case, I'm going to do Windows, but I don't need to download that because I already have it installed in my computer, so I'm just going to go ahead and minimize my Chrome, and this is what you'll be greeted with when you open OBS. So it's this black screen over here. So this is basically the video feed that your audience will be seeing, and you have some two things that are important, which would be scene and source. Okay, so in the scene, these are the video feeds that you will shift with. So for example, scene 1 could be your webcam, scene 2 could be your lecture, and scene 3 could be another camera. So it's basically what you'll shift in between. Okay, sources are your multimedia sources, meaning that this is where you're going to insert the microphone, this is where you're going to insert the video capturing device, and so on. The sources are basically a subset of the scenes. So to get things started, I'm just going to relabel this as webcam and mic, which is my base scene, just so that I won't find it confusing to my other sources. Okay, so the first source that we have to add that's important would be my microphone. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and press plus, and then I'm going to go to audio input capture. Okay, I'm going to create a new one. Let's label it as microphone. And I'm going to look for my microphone. So my computer has a microphone called Razer Siren X. Okay, so this is an advanced gaming microphone. However, I'm sure that the microphone that you have there at home would be different. So just make sure you know the name of the microphone and select it in the devices that are listed here. Okay, so you press OK once you have the microphone, and this will basically have a microphone source that is raring to go. So one way to test that your microphone is working well would be to just go to microphone, and if it's moving up and down like so, that means that you are recording really nicely. So the next thing that we have to do here would be to add the webcam. So I'll just go ahead and press plus again under sources. Okay, this time I'll go to video capture device because it's capturing video, and I will add or create a new one which I will label as webcam. Okay, just to avoid confusion. And I have a webcam called CEV-CECM. Okay, so this is my default computer webcam. Again, it could be different depending on your computer software or whatever your computer has. But in my case, it's called CEV-CECM. You just have to select which webcam you have in your computer. Okay, so for resolution, I'm going to go ahead and select a custom one. And this is because, as you could see, this webcam you have initially is in a 4:3 ratio. Okay, modern smartphones, modern screens set videos to 16:9. So you want to select a resolution that matches the 16:9 ratio of the screen. So in my case, I'm going to select 1280x720, which, as you can see, is a widescreen view. It stretches it out a little bit better. Okay, and I think that's ready to go. You just have to press OK, and there you go. You have your webcam scene, and it basically just covers this bit. So if you want it to cover the entire screen, you just expand it, and there you go. You have your entire scene dedicated to just your webcam. So I use this scene as my intro scene. So this is where I go and say, hi students, how are you guys? I hope you're doing well. We were going to start with this lecture today. Okay, so now that you have your webcam scene, you definitely want to have a PowerPoint running for you to deliver a lecture for your classroom. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to add another scene, as seen at the bottom here. No pun intended. And I'm going to name it as a lecture, just to, again, recognize it easily. And then it's still blank. It's because we haven't put in sources into the scene. So I'm going to go and put in, okay, my all-important window capture of PowerPoint resource. Okay, so in this case, I'm now going to minimize my OBS, so I have a bit of space down my right side. I'll put my PowerPoint here in the right side. It's a pretty funny PowerPoint, as you can see, because I'm a science teacher. And then I'm going to go and press plus to add. And then I'm going to go press window capture, because this will capture the window, specifically the PowerPoint window. I'll call this PowerPoint to recognize it easily. Press OK. And I'm going to make sure I select this one, PowerPoint.exe. This tells OBS that, okay, please get your video capture from the window titled PowerPoint. Okay, so it might appear differently in terms of the name because this is the name of the PowerPoint presentation that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and press OK. So there, you now have your PowerPoint lecture set out in your lecture slide. So I'm going to go just expand this just to make sure that this thing is covering the entire window. Now you could make it go full screen if you want, but this is my preferred way of doing it for the reason that at least it gives me control over here. So it's just easy to shift in between slides, as you could see, when you can just click it like so. Okay? But you could just do it with whatever way it feels comfortable for you. So there you go, I have my lecture slide, and now all I have to do, it's not yet recording any video, as you can see. It's not recording any audio, so I'm going to go ahead and add that. So I'll just press plus. I'm going to go to video capture device, and this time, instead of creating a new one, I will add an existing one, which is the webcam we set up earlier. So this tells OBS that please get the webcam footage from the other scene and put it here as well. So I'll just go to webcam. Okay, there you go. There's my face, and I will just minimize it down in the corner, and I have my webcam scene, and it's raring to go. Okay, I'll put it at the bottom corner in a smaller form just so that it won't be as distracting. Okay, I think it's nice to have a webcam when you're doing such lectures so that the students can still see how your face has emotions, how you interact with them. You could use demos with your hands, but I want to make it smaller just so that it's not distracting for them and they can focus on the lesson. Okay, so now you have your webcam scene. The other important thing that we must add, okay, would be your microphone because you need to speak to them obviously. So I'll go to audio input capture. And again, I will add an existing audio input capture, which is in this case the microphone that we set up. So there you go. I now have my microphone, and again, the mic test would be if your sound bar is moving as such, that means it's recording the audio nicely. Okay, so pretty much this setup is ready to go. We could just press start recording and it's already recording properly. But I will introduce to you something that will make your life easier, and that is the hotkey. Now, the hotkey is basically setting up certain buttons in your keyboard such that when you press it, it will just control OBS. So this means that you can minimize OBS and focus on your PowerPoint or whatever you have.
Mic test, 1, 2, 3. FEG, GG1H.
Good day everyone, this is Mr. Arias. I teach science at the Ateneo de Manila Junior High School. Today I will do a lecture on how I record my online lectures using Open Broadcaster Software or OBS.
Mic test, 1, 2, 3. Mic test, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to the video playback in 3, 2, 1.
Good day everyone, this is Mr. Arias. I teach science at the Ateneo de Manila Junior High School. Today I will do a lecture on how I record my online lectures using Open Broadcaster Software or OBS. Now, this is a program that I've been using for quite a few years, but not for teaching. In fact, I use it for gaming. And it got interesting to me that I can use exactly the same software right now as a teacher when I'm recording lectures and uploading it online for my students to use in the review. Now, before it was just for review, but now it might be the main thing because of this coronavirus crisis, wherein we are on lockdown and it's very hard for us to go into a physical classroom setup. So with that, let's go into the video tutorial on how to use OBS in online.
Okay, now I'm back. Can you hear me? I'm back. Can you hear me? Okay. A bit lag on my side. About 5 to 6 seconds lag. I'm going to play back the video in about 3, 2, 1.
Good day, everyone. This is Mr. Arias. I teach science at the Ateneo de Manila Junior High School. Today, I will do a lecture on how I record my online lectures using Open Broadcaster Software or OBS. Now, this is a program that I've been using for quite a few years, but not for teaching. In fact, I use it for gaming. And it got interesting to me that I can use exactly the same software right now as a teacher when I'm recording.
Can you hear me? Hello. Can I? Okay, I'm going to close this video session now. It works perfectly well. So I'm going to close this session now. Thank you for the help.